el 1 de mayo 2017, and at this time, I have a very special guest. Let me put a little zoom action there, para que lo miren. There we go, a little bit more, zoom, zoom, zoom. All I want to do is zoom, zoom, zoom. There we go, live on RRR Radio, Mr. Gilbert Hernandez. You're probably going, Robert, who's Gilbert Hernandez? Well, who does he look like? ¿Quién se parece? Es el hermano de Little Joe, right, Gilbert?
A todos mis hermanos, I would
right?
imagine. Yeah, a little bit of everyone.
All of y'all look alike, amigo. How you doing, brother?
Well, very, very well. I'd just like to say hi to everyone out there, and that I just released my new CD after 2 months with Little Joe, and it's doing very well, and I kicked off the New Year's with him just as well. I did some performances with him in Dallas, Texas, and then we went on to the cruise, which Wild Bill that I'm in also. We did the 2017 cruise over in California.
There we go. I heard about that.
Yeah, yes. It was very well. It was well done, and we had a lot of people that really enjoyed it, you know, and it was a real big thrill for me to work with Little Joe. You know, I've worked with Joe through all my life as a young boy, but I never really got into it until I grew up and started learning from them, just in the side, you know, like they say, just in the side, just learning how they work and how they do their work and how they approach their songs and how they react with the people,
right?
And you know, with the public, and I was there all through my younghood life. And what really inspired me was my brother Jesse that got killed back in '63 at the age of 7 years old. He put me up on stage.
Now, Gilbert, let me ask you something. Before anything else, I've had your brother Johnny come on a couple of times on my morning show. Have you read his book?
Yes.
The Cotton Picker?
Yes.
What did you think about the book?
Well, I'll tell you what, personally,
and you could be, I'm not looking for trouble or anything, I'm just looking for your opinion. Did you think the book was very good, okay, or it left out information, or what did you think of, what is your perception of the book?
Well, in my point of view, I really don't want to put any input because it's something that they did, and I can't really say anything about it because I wasn't there.
Right.
On what went on.
Well, I'll tell you what, Gilbert, let me, that way, I don't want you to think I'm trying to corner you. What I'm trying to get at here is the struggles de la familia empezando. Like, he named the book The Cotton Picker.
Right.
You know, the struggles of all of y'all growing up, man. You know, he talks a lot about that.
Right, of course.
Was he pretty much, did he hit the nail on the head on that part of it?
Well, actually, I haven't read the whole book, but some of them I have, and what he had said, he might have gone a little bit overboard on it, criticized it a little bit. But like I say again, I wasn't in it, I wasn't around it, or been part of it. Even though he does mention my name a couple of times,
right,
as I was growing up, also
right,
in the picking cotton days, when I was 7, 8 years old, they used to take me and put me under the trailer. Because I was too small. I was 7 years old, so nobody couldn't take care of me.
That's so cute.
No, usted se está riendo acá.
No, I think it's so cute.
So nobody couldn't take care of me, so I was left under the trailer where the cotton was, and Little Joe and all of my other brothers were out there working hard each and every day. And so when we used to come back in '59 is when Joe kicked off his career. And I was about 9 years old. And Jesse, my brother, before he got killed, he's the one that brought me in and pulled me up to stage to perform at 7 years old. And well, back then, you know, Joe was just starting, and they were only the original Latiners. And I can remember that when I used to get up and sing, they used to throw me dimes and nickels and pennies on the floor. And I was so scared that I wanted to get off the stage, but my brother Jesse would pull me back and put me on front of the mic and said, "No, you're going to finish this. You can't go anywhere. Well, after you finish, then you can go pick up your money." So that's what I did. And then it went on and then went on and went on. Then by the time I turned 15 years old, my brother and I, Rocky, we're 3 years apart, so we grew up kind of together, you know.
Sure.
And he started me off. He continued the career with me, and we always were singing all the time.
There was a lot of talent in the family, amigo.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
A lot of talent, man. I mean,
Yeah.
all your brothers. I mean,
Yeah,
how many
all-
brothers? ¿Cuántos hermanos?
Somos 8 hermanos.
Fíjate. Any
Yeah.
sisters?
Yeah, we have 5.
That's what happens when there's no cable TV, amigo.
But in those days, there wasn't much of anything.
I know.
Just a
Just
sweet
dirt.
home. Just sweet home.
No cable, no iPhone,
Nothing,
no.
nothing.
No, they knew what they wanted. They wanted work.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Vámonos, otro, vámonos.
But like I said, it's that at the age of 15, Rocky started coaching me, you know, and I continued singing. And then once in a while, when Joe wasn't doing anything or was just, you know, reading a book or watching TV, he would go call Joe, and we both go over to his side, and he decía, Joe, mira, Joe, I want you to hear Gilbert. And when I was 15 years old, he was 17 years old. He had just gotten his first CD, Lágrimas Lloro, you know, back in, I don't know, early 70s, no, 60s. Y yo le decía, yeah, okay. So it just went on, and he kept an eye on me all of these years.
Right.
You know, and then when I got older, well, I continued working with a lot of groups. You know, I was very fortunate to work with.
Now, let me ask you a question here. Mr. Gilbert, me estás presentando with a brand new CD here. How many CDs have you released on your own?
Okay, this is my second one.
Your second one?
Yeah.
When did you release your first one?
The first one I released it about 8 years ago.
Okay.
And it was done real well with Gilbert Velasquez here in town, and with a whole bunch of musicians, which are considered with groups the Emilio, all the groups in town.
Sure.
Latin
Sure.
Breed,
Sure.
all of these guys. They
Well,
were,
the Tejano All Stars. No?
yeah, well, that's how it's called. My
There we
first
go.
CD.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, now Gilbert. Now I want to show the people here the CD. There we go. That's the CD we're talking about right there, right there. Para que todos miren, there's the CD. This is the project we're talking about. Talk to me about your project.
On this particular CD,
Of course, talk to me about this.
I had did my first one, and of course I wasn't very experienced of it, but I used to go home and just rehearse over it and over it and over it. And then llegaban mis hermanos and me decían, "What are you doing?" I go, "I'm just getting ready to do a recording." And then they would sit down with me and go through the whole steps. Well, you know, you gotta do this. You gotta say this right. You gotta come in time. You know, you gotta be better. You gotta put out more. You know, and this was just at the house. So when I got to the studio,
Yeah,
I was more or less more prepared of it.
have to be.
I had to be. And
Sure.
then when I asked Joe to do my CD with me, he was very happy with it and very proud of me. And so when he went and did his cut, I had just left. So we missed each other for about 5 minutes. So he went ahead and did his cut, you know, because he was going to California. He didn't have much time. But we wanted to get together, but there just wasn't that time. So we just added it on as time went on, you know.
Gilbert, let me ask you a question. I don't want to get too much into this, but I do want to ask you this question. I know, because I've been there, just like I think I know you are at this position as well. It must be a terrible position to be in between lo que está pasando entre tus hermanos. I mean, you love your brothers, you know, and then there's a little friction going on between them. You can feel the love when I talk to Johnny. Johnny, you know, lots of love for Little Joe. You know, I have yet to interview Little Joe, which I'm trying to get as well, but I'm talking to you right now.
Right.
I mean, it's got to be a tough position for you to be entre medio de lo que está pasando and maybe trying to keep the peace, if you want to call it that, ¿verdad?
Well, the thing is that they're so busy, and we never really have time for each other's. You know, maybe a call, a long distance call, where they will talk like 5 minutes on the phone, and that's it. But me being involved and in kind of like in between of everyone, I just look at them as an artist and learn as much as I can from them, you know. And I don't like to get involved because, well, now I am because I'm an artist. I became an artist, gracias a Dios, and it gave me this opportunity to work with them. But at the same time, I'm just taking it as it comes, you know.
You're not playing sides. You
no.
know, you're just kind of like staying on the outside.
Right.
You have to.
And when they ask me to do something or talk or whatever, I just stay in the sides. and I can't say nothing to neither one of them because you know I don't want to hurt the feelings. And so we're family, and I can't respond to none of that, you know, because I really don't know.
I don't blame you, amigo. And one's pulling you one way, another one's pulling. Kind of reminds me with my mom and dad. They haven't been together for a long time. And my dad, mira, amigo, tu mamá, que esto que el otro. Okay. And then my mom, mira, amigo, tu papá, que esto que el otro. I don't know. You gotta kind of just stay away and let them do their thing, man. Because you know, they're gonna throw you in there.
Oh yeah,
you know?
no, they throw me in there all the time. But you see, you just reminded me something. When I was in a tough situation, I would go ask my mother.
You were what?
I would ask my mother. My mother. And she would take care of it. She would call them individually, one by one.
Okay.
Set them straight, you know. So that there was enough for me to kind of just relax and say, well, okay, it's over.
Sure. And nothing like mom.
Yeah, I mean, she was the one that was taking care of me from the very beginning all until she died, you know, back in 2000.
Well, like I said, it's a very tough situation, and even more so, it's nice that you put out a brand new product and say, mira, this is my product.
Right,
estamos, you know, Mr. Gilbert Hernandez right here.
Yeah.
So, look, how long did it take you to put this thing together?
It took me probably about 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, because the first one I did, it was just experience. No knowledge of nothing. Just going in there and do my best. And it worked out real well because, oh, by the way, this new CD is under Joe's label.
It's in a Little Joe's label.
Yeah.
No. Where can people get a hold of the CD right here? Where can they buy it?
You can find it on Wild Bill's.
No, it's Facebook.
On your Facebook.
It's a website?
His website.
Facebook.
Yeah.
And then
On
your
his
Facebook.
Facebook.
And also they can go to Facebook. You can go to the Gilbert Hernandez's Facebook.
Right.
And you got some links there, and you can
Right.
purchase the CD for $199. Right here, man, collector's item. And then you'll get a gallon of iced tea and some breakfast tacos and everything else. And a Stephanie Lynn t-shirt.
What else do I want? I got it all.
¿Verdad?
Yeah.
Anyway.
But no, it's a pleasure, Robert, being here with you. It gives me a good opportunity to really express myself and talk about my life and about my brothers. But most important, what I would like to say is that ojalá que la gente will respond and will go out and buy my new CD.
Now, let me ask you, let's talk about your single. We're going to talk about the single that you're releasing right now. Talk to me about your brand new release single.
Okay, salió hace 2 months, and it's hitting all over.
That's great. Well, talk to me about it. What is the name of the song?
Se llama Nuestra Canción.
Who picked the song?
I have 2 producers.
Okay.
El writer, he's also a arranger. Se llama Big Nash Espinosa. And he's been working with everyone for the last 30 years just as well. And he's the one that put it together and the music. Now I have another producer also just as well, and his name is Lonnie Lelaine, and he's the one that did it all also. Entre ellos dos, they produced it and put it together, and then I went with Gilbert, and he finished it off.
Amigo, I know you've got a lot of time, a lot of effort into this project.
Oh, of course.
And I applaud your efforts, porque como te digo, this is a tough thing to do, just like I was telling Stephanie.
Right.
Everybody's taking on their own thing now.
Right.
Because record labels are far and few, especially in La Onda. So everybody's got to do their own thing.
Right.
trying to put the music out there. I'm okay, amigo, in a little bit. Offer me some tea. And I said, I usually a Bud Light. I'll make a little
Okay,
we'll talk about that in a little bit. No, but really, man, for artists like yourself to take on a project, you know, on your own, your nickel, everything. Está caranchito, amigo. Está caranchito. Like right now, Stephanie and her management, we're all having bean and cheese tacos. Right. That's how tough it is, man. There's no carne right now. No hay carne. No fajitas.
No hay frijoles, es pura tortilla. Es just tortilla. Es salsa.
Pura tortilla, dices.
Pura tortilla y salsa.
Quesadilla without the cheese. No, but really, amigo, I mean, it's nice to see somebody like yourself putting together your own project. It's great to see you having good relations with your brother, Little Joe.
Oh, yes. It's marvelous. We never have gotten so close as we have now in between our music, and he gives me so much support and gives me so many good opportunities that I'm just really happy with it, you know, and I'm sure he's happy just as well.
Of course.
And working together as a family, it brings back the love that we have lost through the years.
Do you think that this project made y'all bond?
Oh, of course.
See?
I mean, it made us a bond more than ever.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
It's and we don't look at it as a musical career. We're looking at it as a family.
That's awesome.
Family comes first, and then after the family, then we'll go to work.
Now you're talking.
You know,
amigo, that's simply awesome. Gilbert, thank you. This is a pleasant surprise. It really is. I was expecting Stephanie Lynn, and then you show up as well. Con más ganas, man. Our morning show, my listeners' morning show, has been enhanced by not only Stephanie Lynn, but by yourself stopping by and being part of my morning show. Bob Hill también. Thank you, amigo, for stopping by. There you go. I mean, he went and got tacos and donuts and pan dulce and drugs and hookers and everything. We're going to get wild. We're going to get crazy here. Woohoo! There's Mr. Bob Hill right here.
Wild Bill Perkins. I also have a group called Calle Seis, and maybe we can come back and next week or whenever you're available again. And I live here in San Antonio, so we can do some more interviews. Maybe bring Hugo Guerrero over here and Calle Seis and all that. So
there we go. Thank you, Bob. Now, okay, so what's the name of the song?
Nuestra Canción.
There we go. And the name of the CD?
Canta Conmigo.
Show them that CD. Gilbert, show them, send you the CD. There you go, right there. And they can purchase it on Facebook. At your Facebook page. At Wild Bill también.
Right.
There we go.
Good. Les quiero decirle a todo el público de parte de Gilbert Hernandez y de parte de mi familia, la familia Little Joe. Él siempre me ha dicho a mí que les saluda a todos, aparte de él también. So I'm here in my behalf and it's his just as well. Y ojalá que les guste y que vayan y lo compren.
Gilbert, thank you for being part of Robert Rivas Radio Morning Show, amigo.
Thank you very much, Robert. It was a pleasure. Y ojalá que sigan adelante because you are very, very good and very professional. And I am honored and very thrilled to be here with you.
Thank you, amigo. Let's do the brand new single, Mr. Gilbert Hernandez, right here on Double R Radio. Good morning.